How's everybody doing? We got a bunch of people on the stream already, which is sick. Kale, you are number one, brother. How you been, mate? What's news? What is news? Haven't seen you around or heard from you that much. Barry, always one of the first. Hope Canada's going all right for you, man. Al Lindsay, Gear Safari. Hey, Al. Noise Bloom's on here. Number 4 this time. Still in the top 5, mate. Tojaba, my bro. It's like 10 p.m. here, so not quite the midnight jams. We'll see how we go. Scott, hey man, how are you? And Louis, is it Louis or Lewis? What do you prefer? Let me know. Is it about 11:15? 10:15. Yeah. Man, these time zones. The time zone here doesn't change. Everywhere else changes. That's what I tell myself. Wadey, bro, how's the new setup treating you, mate? The photos you sent looked pretty sweet. You're still in a very good shape. Nice playing. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. And Bradley Stereo Amps. Yeah, thanks, mate. It's always nice actually playing these songs that had so much work go into them by so many people. So, and also I have to learn them because we have a show not this weekend, next weekend. So, yeah, what's going on with the video quality? Is it okay now? Because I've changed nothing. Absolutely nothing on my end. So I'm going to chalk that up to somebody else's issue. So it's like Lewis. Great. Well, Lewis, thanks for tuning in, mate. Ka-chung, ka-chung, ka-chung sounds good, doesn't it? I also I couldn't quite reach this foot switch, which was a mistake, but for the whole... Ooh, that's a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. That's what we like to hear, kids. Might just do this. Yeah, there we go. And how's that for some cheese? That's not the chord I wanted, but that's kind of cool, isn't it? It should be this. There's my lobby call music for everybody. Thank you, Bill. We got to do it. This is becoming like a ritual, isn't it? Yeah, see what I did there? If you don't like Testament, what are you doing with your life? So, on the last couple of streams, for context, Bill has requested this and been kind enough to chuck a little super chat in there. So, the Landau tax incoming. Oh, I'm glad you could jump on, Paul. I saw you pop up on there. I was like, yes. The only person I know from Luxembourg who also happens to rip hard on a guitar. So there you go. 1 out of 1. I'll just go through this again because I love playing this. I'm probably in the wrong key. So that's a little... Look, if anybody here feels like they're stuck in a rut with their playing and they're using the pentatonic scale and it's not inspiring them, yeah, that's cool. But just use a major third instead of a minor third. This is a really good little finger twisty thing. So there you go. There you go. Some signs of chaos. It's what I highly approve. I love that. All that munted dominant stuff. So yeah, Skolnick is rad. So is he tall? I didn't know that. I always assumed he would just be like a short dude, but obviously not. Testament maybe like a band of really tall dudes on there. So Return to Serenity is sick. Here we go. Digital Viper. All these Sin 20 IR videos cause me to order the head. Fright Deliverance, fantastic. Probably the best all-around rock module. Morgan AC. Fort and Killer Cali. And the Dirty Shirley. Excellent choices. It's a shame that the head's on back order. Damn, so you're going to get the modules and no head to put them in. That's a shame. But yeah, it's the Killer Cali especially is like, that's the thing that does the sound I like. What am I using for the guitar sound right now? Max, I'm using my Axe FX, and let me drag something in for you, mate, so that you can see exactly what I'm using. Now this is the software-based editor for the Axe. So this is my live preset from the factory banks. You'll notice that it says live 28. This will be an updated one which will be out hopefully pretty soon. That lead delay thing is ever so slightly different, and I've got a video coming out about dual delays. I had this like revelation about the difference between dual delays and two-tap delays, but super nerdy. But the important thing is it's got the Rockman compressor in there, which is a new thing for this firmware, you know. Mondo rock cleans. Although that song probably came out before the Rockman, so. For your Go West cleans. Anyway, the main thing is this amp, the FAS Stealth Blue. It sounds chunky, it sounds good. There's a little bit of G tune and a little bit of plate reverb. If I take those off, you know, it's a... The reverb's adding like the slightest bit of depth. Just a bit on there. I'm also playing on headphones, so it's more than just a bit for me, but and then the detune does that thing. It makes it sound a little bit more like Thai table, which I'm all about. So yeah, I can chuck on a bunch of like fun, dumb things like. You know, really get it weird, get it doomy sounding with a fuzz. This is like if you really want to do that Andy Summers thing. If you want to spread everything out, a bit of dimension chorus. That's just something, isn't it? Sorry, it should be. Doodle-doo-doo, diddle-doo-doo, diddle-doo. So yeah, that's what that adds basically. It's pretty sick. So yeah, that's what I'm using. This looks like a plugin, but this is just the software editor for the hardware box. Anyway, I've gone totally off the rails there talking about this stuff. I thought I was the only one that listened to them now. Nah, man. Everyone should go and listen to that stuff. Alan Murphy, dude. What a monster player. And just the tunes are great as well. What's the one, We Close Our Eyes, has that. That's not how it goes, but hey, there you go. Well done, Digital Viper. Yeah, you ended up at like somewhere in the, I don't know, the bottom 30th percentile. Greetings from Peru. I'm a big fan of your YouTube channel. A question right now, I'm thinking to buy a Fractal AX8. It's worth it. Still a great sounding unit, man. I would say if you can afford it, an FM9 does everything the AX8 does, just better, and gives you loads more options, or an FM3 and a MIDI controller. But if the AX8 is a good price, man, it's still a great unit. I really love the layout on them as well. And it's cool to know someone from Peru is listening. Man, how interesting. When I was in year 7, so when I was 12 years old, we had to do a school assignment on an ancient civilization, meaning anything pre-modern. And I did the Incas, so I read a lot about Peru, and I'm still really into history and geography, and listened to a really interesting history podcast which did the South American revolutions in the 19th century, and a lot of stomping around Peru in that one. It was super interesting. So, what frequencies do you cut to get the harshness out? Well, it really depends. There's like so much guitar stuff, right? There's no blanket right or wrong thing to do. I'll give you an example. If I've got a high cut on this, where am I? I don't think you guys can see this, but this is with no high cut. So there's this kind of, let me mute my mic. Anyway, you'll hear a bit of crustiness. What I'm going to do is I'll take the high cut from wide open. I'm going to take it to 4K. Okay? That sounds like a lot because it is. So that's at about 7K. You could hear 4K, like, took all the character out of the guitar. It got really smooth. It's nice on headphones, but it just loses a bunch of what makes distorted guitar sound like distorted guitar. Has to be a little bit angry sounding, a little bit mean sounding. And yeah, you could hear as I turned it up, somewhere around 6.5, 7K, you get fun stuff in there without it going too crazy. Great coffee from Peru, absolutely. Peru and Colombia, and they're some of my favorite varietals that I get from my local roaster. When you play live, it depends. I like playing live in stereo, but sometimes it's just not necessary. We did a pretty big show the weekend before last, and I just ran mono because they just wanted mono for front of house, so that was easy. It was outdoors as well, so I think just having like the same thing on either side made a lot of sense. So yeah, when I can play in stereo, it's sick. I just did like 40 shows in Perth with Club Cabaret, and that was all stereo. I think I did 54 with them in Sydney. Again, all stereo. So nice on stage, especially, you know, for just chopping heads. Mono, more than fine. If you're doing stuff where maybe you need some spatial effects, big ambient reverb stuff like I was with the other show, yeah, then it's, if you can get away with it, do it. This is a cool question. I just got a Metal Zone pedal. It's pretty rad. Yeah, bro. The Metal Zone with the gain all the way down, the treble all the way down, and the mids all the way up is a cool thing into a dirty amp. Let me see. Where is this question? There's a good question we got going on here. I'm glad people appreciate the Zach style vibrato as well. It's Zach, John Sykes, Paul Gilbert. That's what life's all about. Run a little rush for me. Kale, I shall. I'll get to it. I'll get a guitar in. I'll get that guitar actually, because that's got some life and energy about it. If you want to get a standalone pedal that had a John Sykes vibe, Mesa Coliseum, Jose Marshall, what pedal would you get? What's your budget? That's the big question. Because if you can get an FM3, get an FM3, then it's all in there. Then you can get all of the grease and all of the Sykes goodness. Yeah. Can an Axe FX3 switch the channels on the new Synergy head? Yes, it can. It can send MIDI via control switches and by scenes. Hey, Sean, how are you, mate? Hope you're going well, mate. Hope you're feeling a bit better. It was nice to see you the other day when we were both buying fruit. Isn't that funny, right? Just the things you do, the things you have in common with people. It's nicer to run into someone in a fruit shop than other places, right? Yeah, the 70s rush, definitely the Gibson vibe, Mark, but I think the 80s stuff will be Strat. Which one, original or Wazza? Either. I've got a video with the Wazza, actually, which has some like non-traditional Metal Zone things you can do on it. Did you ever put a PEQ between amp and cab block for cuts and boosts? Rarely. Sometimes I like a kind of thing after the cab. Boost a little bit of bass if you're playing at low volumes. But most of the time I just do the cuts in the cab block. What hair and beard products do you use? What do I have? I've got a WHAL, a WAL trimmer. And one of the hair hang people got me onto rosemary oil in the hair and the beard. That's cool. And then my wife bought these they're like a soap bar, but they're shampoo and conditioner. So I've been using those, which is kind of nice. They're probably from Lush or somewhere like that. So let's see. How's the cat? The cats are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You know, driving us mad, but fantastic. Testament malpractice solo. Oh, God, Bill. The punishment due. I will get to that. Let's pin this one. And I just want to go through Tim Parker. First time I've caught a live one. Hi, Tim. How are you, mate? Let me know if you've got any questions. I'm trying to catch up. Let's talk about the oven and the beard. This one, Yevon. NAMM 2025. There was some cool stuff. It's a weird... NAMM is weird for me now because of what I do, where I get sent a bunch of stuff before NAMM that comes out at NAMM. So it's fun where I'm like, oh, like the Rockman X100 pedal. I knew that was coming out. I had one for a while. George was cool and sent me an early release one. So I was like, oh, I can't wait for this to come out. And then, yeah, seeing it announced, it's like, okay, it's been announced. I can put the video out now, which is fun. So, yeah, that. And then I like mostly the pro audio stuff. I kind of look out for plugins and cool hardware stuff, interfaces, microphones, that kind of stuff. I'd probably get more excited about that than guitar gear. And also because so much stuff comes out during the year as well. So it's an older Metal Zone. Bill, you will be totally fine with that. Try it out and let me know. Oh, Kevin, hernia surgery. Well, hopefully they've sorted everything out, and in 3 weeks you will be back on the horse, mate. Digital Viper, my only goal here is to throw you off with the random questions. I'm all for it. I love it. This is what we're here for. Where... All right, I'm going to... Look, before we get to this Testament solo, we were talking about the first one. Minor pentatonic with a major third. Let's call it the dominant pentatonic. It's cool because you can get all your other dominant modes from it. Mixolydian. Phrygian dominant. Lydian dominant. Ooh. So I'm going to play you guys a solo for a Ragdoll song called Rust, then I'll do some Testament and some Rush for all of you. But yeah, the solo has an Yngwie-ism to start. That, you know, very trilogy suite. So single string. There's that little dominant thing. Then Marty Friedman, thanks for this one. And this. That's purposeful. That's a note I wanted to put in there. So this is a dominant pentatonic. It's flat 5. And then, what do we do? We end the solo the same way that we start it, but then there's this diminished 7th. Then a dominant. Son of Man. So right for the psych song, but wondering if anything else was about. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There is a pedal that I demoed, which was specifically set up to do the 1987 thing, and it is called... Let me find it for all you wonderful people. It might just be called the 1987. Let me see. Oh, what's it called? I think it's... Let me see. Whoa. Yeah. So it's Red Stuff amps. They do a pedal called the 1987, and it's specifically designed to get you the Whitesnake 1987 sound. So I've got a video with that one up. Yeah, the Red Stuff 87. That one came out August 13, 2020. So yeah, you can check that one out. That's a pretty cool little pedal. Again, I think it's just cool that someone's designed a Sykes in a box pedal. Joyo, yeah, Joyo do some really good stuff, man. I've got a demo coming with their Paraverb, and it's like $120 version of the Big Sky, basically, which is pretty crazy. Anyway, I'm going to play you guys Rust, then, like I said, we'll get onto these requests. Called the 87 Distortion by Gunslinger Pedals. Yes, that's another one. So, the Jose, yeah, the Friedman looks super, super cool. Kind of like what pedals PV announced. I really want to try those PV pedals. Actually, that reminds me. Someone from PV wrote to me, 6 weeks ago, and they were like, do you want to try the pedals? And I was like, yeah, send me an email. I just never heard from them. So, yeah, if PV are watching or listening, get back to me. I recently bought an Axe Effect Standard It's so fun, but it's quite hard for an old man to understand how everything works. Sometimes, bro, you just got to plug it in and turn it up really, really loud. Man, I still remember the day I got my Axe FX Ultra. Just sitting there and hearing all the sounds and being like, I can't believe how good this sounds. And I still plug this thing in and I'm like, I can't believe how good it sounds. So, all right, we're going to do Rust. Let's do that. And of course, it's not on this playlist. Let me just quickly add it. And then we can do the thing. And we'll see if I can play this solo. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to play the guitar solo for you guys. Because I've got a backing track just for the solo. Let's pick it up from here, I think. No one needs to know. Got it like the third or fourth time, right? So this is good. This is reminding me of the parts that I need to practice. That's the way to go. This is incredibly generous. Passion for Tone. I know your channel. You're the guy with all the amazing amp videos, man. Thank you. So I'm stoked to know that you got a VP4. That's going to be pretty awesome with the Synergy setup, dude. I look forward to hearing some of those videos. Are you going to do... so everyone should go on this channel right here. Passion for Tone. It's very, very good. If you like what I do, you will really, really like that. Awesome tones and really good playing. And like one of the most useful videos you'll probably find with a shootout between every Synergy module, like with clips. I don't want to know how long that took, but I'm sure a lot of us would love to know how long it took. So please let us know. And I hope you do some videos with the VP4, like doing what you're doing, comparing it to a bunch of stuff and going through all the different sounds, because there's a lot in there. There's a lot of fun. Keto really makes the visits to the John interesting. I bet it does. I bet it does. A very high protein, what is it, a low carb, low sugar thing? So I'm sure you're probably missing out on a lot of fiber and things like that. So yeah, that is interesting. And you did a ton of Mesa videos. I wish they sent you the new Recto to try. C+ was interesting. 4 hours of filming, 2 days to edit. Bro, man, I complain if it takes me more than like 30 minutes to shoot something. That's dedication and respect. Amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to hear what you do with the VP4, dude. A lot of the factory presets are based on, or some of them just are presets that I sent as a beta tester. So some of the big, greasy, wide stereo stuff in there, I think you'll really, really enjoy. I'd love to try the new Recto as well. That'd be pretty fun. Where are we at? What was I going to do? Oh yeah, get punished and play this Testament Malpractice solo. Okay, well let's see if I can do the first 2 bars. I'm going to cheat and look up a chart because there's no way I'm sitting here for 4 hours learning this by ear. This should be good fun. Do I even have a guitar? Yeah, this guitar will be fine for it. So let's see. What was the one we did last time? There was that that kind of thing. This is like a similar vibe, right? So how would I play this? Okay, and it's very fast as well. Yeah, there you go. So that, let me see. Yeah, very Racer X, isn't it? I like it. I like it a lot. That's right in my wheelhouse. So it's using that Dorian blues scale thing. I mean, you... No, it's definitely... Brutality. Let's grab the Stratoblaster. Where am I going to put this? I have some wall hangers coming, which is exciting. But for now, I'm going to put that on the floor because it's actually the safest place for it in this house. The least distance to fall. Kale wanted to hear some Rush. So Kale, I'll show you the most useful thing you will learn about playing Alex Lifeson, and that he's a genius. There's a Lifeson Live preset, I think, somewhere in here. Okay, let me do this. Listen to that chorus. So, Limelight, right? So clever. You can look up the tab, but the tab doesn't tell the whole story of the... So when you're playing those chords and you do the E, or the Lydian chord, that's what it looks like. That's what the chart's telling you to do. But what you do is play an E chord without your first finger, so that shape. And you move into that F sharp. So it's... That's so brilliant. So you'd be holding this, and then they're the shapes he's holding. He's just moving this shape before he hits the G string note. So it's... Bam! He does a big dive bomb, and then the... What does he do? That is just the best line, right? Other cool things, distant early warning, that... What is cool is I've got a backing track that I made for Between the Wheels, which I think you'll like. Let me check the chat. Where are we? Yeah, it's so good, hey? Cypress X1. I think you mean Cygnus X1, but Cypress X1 is cool as well. Here we go. Lewis Tang, a singer and guitar player, and would like to try the headrush chord, but I'm not sure about the sound of this unit, and I'm still in love with the Fractal AX8. Well, if you love the AX8, mate, get it. Do it. Treat yourself. Putting Floyd Rose on a Les Paul style body is a crime. Depends. I like the Life's an Access. It's not a true Les Paul. Go to bed, cousin. Mate, what are you doing up? Any plans for Ragdoll to come to the Southwest US? I'm in Phoenix, which is very much a rock and metal city. Oh man, I've been to Phoenix before. I've been through the airport. We came a bunch, man, yeah, coming up. The last time we were there was 9 years ago now, which is feeling like a lifetime. So I'd love to come back, man. The best shows I've ever played have been there. So yeah, we were going to do Between the Wheels and just the solo section, because I think it's pretty cool. Man, and like what I love about that era of Lifeson is he's hanging on to little melodic things. Like he'll play a lot of... rather than just... He's always... Troy, I don't, but do you look at it today? Aussies will understand that one. Let's do Between the Wheels. Where is my backing tracks folder? Here we go. This isn't going to be the one. This is the one. This whole thing. Set this up play with that all day. It's good fun. It's so good, hey, that... I mean, very... You know, kind of got that new wave thing. Yeah, the trouble with Limelight is you can't stop playing it exactly. What's another... What is that? Circumstances, I think, from Farewell to Kings. Is that on Farewell to Kings? It must be. Yeah. That's, yes, exactly. Noise Bloom has it. Yeah, you guys know. You know. It is on Hemispheres, right. Oh, yeah, it's the one that's not the trees, right? Or... No, La Villa Strangiato is on Moving Pictures. I don't know, it's all a blur to me. It's just this like run of really good stuff. Somebody requested something cool. Yeah, the Norum will dig you. Yeah, very much a Norum Ingve kind of thing. But Let Me Love You, era John Norum, right? Yeah. Man, this thing is, it makes you earn the notes. What was that, Testament though? Yeah, it's so funny. I mean, this, especially for the clean stuff, man, that Ruckman clean thing, like that's the sound, right? No, okay, cool, yeah. What am I thinking of? La Villa Strangiato's on Hemispheres. I'm thinking of YYZ, because, I don't know, something about those solos remind me of one another. Oh, Mr. Woodchuck, bro. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. A great choice of guitar. Yeah, see, this is where the terminal decline comes into my life, where I'm forgetting what songs are on what Rush albums. Yeah, dude, Total Control. I mean, he's Gary Moore Ingve on it, right? Whereas Face the Truth is a lot more like Sykes, Zakk Wylde, you know, that thing. Whew, this thing, it is the new wave clean tone to the max, man, you know. Yes, Troy, Face the Truth, a truly great album. Up there with the Hues and Thralls of this world. Man, I remember watching Rage when I was like maybe 13 or 14, and like Iran came on, and I was like, did people actually dress like this and play music like this? Kind of wild. All right, Kale, take it easy. Tondi, you know what we should re-record, which would be hilarious to do, is this, but with like full-on, 80s Rockman Eventide sounds. That would be fun, hey, like just go all in. I feel like we know how to get those sounds a lot better now, so that would be pretty amazing. Who's faster, Paul Gilbert or Sean Lane? I mean, look, Sean is faster than everybody, so that answers that question. Who's cooler? You'll never be cooler than Racer X Second Heat Paul Gilbert at playing guitar, so yeah. Can you play Caught Between the Tigers TNT? Oh, dude. Ronnie Letecro is very, 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 very good. Like, that's literally all I know. And he's got... Like, his picking technique is something else. He's got He's got the Gary Moore thing happening on. Yeah, I mean, Sean Lane just, is an alien. It's a shame did someone say the Opium Trail? Yeah, man. Who's cooler, Tony Danza or Paul Gilbert? This is the best question that has been asked in a chat for a long time. That's great. Oh my God, amazing. Amazing. Thank you for bringing that up. Now, where's my new wave clean sound at? What's another cool 80s clean thing? Oh yeah. Hey Lupin. Wait, this one. What is it? Such a good song. I really should make a backing track of that. It is the outfield, correct. Absolutely correct. What is next? We've got a show, not this Sunday, but the following one. I'm actually at home until probably at least August this year, which is pretty fun. So, a lot of videos. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully we'll do this version of this Ragdoll song that I've been talking about, but as a as like a super 80s clean sound thing. That'd be super fun. Yeah, that Outfield album is very good. I was listening to it a couple of months ago. Josie Cotton had a few songs in the movie Valley Girl. There you go. I mean, this is also... Okay, so how weird's this? Like Boys of Summer, the Ataris version is like cover bands in Perth just play that because it's a cool song. Probably should do a Paddy soon too. Yeah. Oh, you mean a poddy? Yeah. Why did I say Paddy? Am I going to Europe for Club Cabaret in August? Nothing confirmed yet, but hopefully, yes. There's a thing in a part of the United Kingdom in August that is a very, very big thing in the whole fringe world. But let's not jinx it, because I haven't been confirmed for it yet, but I have been asked. So, play some Love Walked In if you're any good. How's that? A bit of thunder that just needs a... Did Guthrie play the violin thing? Yeah, he did. It's like the coolest thing I've seen ever. No one else in the world can do that. So yeah, Troy's just saying as well we should do a podcast soon. We've had some good guests this year, haven't we? Tommy Emmanuel, Brett Garced. I've been doing a bunch of the Garced hybrids, picking stuff with Pragler. Eagle-eyed people will notice that there is a cat right here. No, on the other side. Where you going, buddy? The world wants to see your butt. Let me see. I want to get that thunder thing. Love Walked In. Maybe a more appropriate sound for it as well. Something voxy. Yeah, that sounds more like a chimey guitar, doesn't it? I think it's in D minor. Of course that's what it is. And then it goes... Oh, yep. Okay. So I like this where it's got the D5, the Queensryche thing coming up next. And then a G minor over D. And then I see. Then the chorus picks up into... Yeah. All that kind of thing, and then, yeah, the chorus. So yeah, that's kind of Love Walked In by Thunder. Thank you for the request, handsome stranger. What are you talking about there? Rick James 17 is a killer solo trying to figure out whether it's Lukather, Garcet, or someone else. I mean, maybe Lukather. I don't think Garcet played on any Rick James stuff, but then maybe he did. I would... If you don't know who it is, it's probably Luke or Landau. Or if it's after, like, 87 Huff. They're the trio that you can almost be guaranteed. Scarified arpeggios up to speed. Man, I've only been trying that for 20-something years and still can't do it. That's a beast of a song. Have you guys checked out that guy? I assume he's British. Man, what's his name? But he does all the Yngwie and Racer X stuff, and it's like scary accurate. He sounds so much like Paul Gilbert circa 1986. What's his name? I watched a bunch of his stuff the other day. Awesome player. Let's see. It should be... Should be in my subscriptions, because I subscribe to people that I like now. That's a good, you know... where on earth is this? He just put a thing up of Viking Kong. I want to get this guy's name right so I don't butcher it. Let's see. Steve Jeffrey. Yeah, he does all the Yngwie stuff amazingly well. I would highly recommend checking him out. He's like got the sound and all the right things down. So, yeah. So good. So good. People talking about Def Leppard. I really like that song Paper Sun. That has some cool bits in it. I think it's a Viv era. I think it's maybe one of the last things Steve Clark wrote, right? Yeah, that. Yeah, of course, there's like 17,000 guitar parts on it. And then the chorus has this cool... Where is this chorus? Yeah, so it's... So... Of course, it does the Leopard thing where there's a random key change in there. So, yeah, man, we've covered some fun stuff. You need 9 guitars. Yeah. We used to do Pour Some Sugar on Me. Early days of the band. And that was always... I remember at the time really enjoying it, but looking back, I mean, we probably sucked. But that... Yeah, I've listened to Hysteria maybe one time too many where I can't really sit through it anymore. It's great. It's a great album, but yeah. I mean, also, it's fun to play this, right? I mean, yeah, it's so funny, hey, like, that album just sounds like the Rockman is the sound. Once you know that, you're like, well, that's how they got all those things. I'm sure there's a bunch of outboard on it and clever arranging, but yeah, that Rockman compressor just does some magic stuff to... what I'm going to do, I'm going to split, but first I'm going to play you all a Ragdoll song because we've been talking about Rush. The working title of this song was Rush Police. I'm going to use the virtual capo in the Axe effects to tune my guitar down a semitone. I'll play you guys this. I think if you like Rush stuff, you'll hear the influence on there. I just need to... Is this the right sound for it? Probably not. It's probably more a Marshall thing. Let's do this one. Okay. Cool. Man, do I even have this song on my computer? That is a good question. Let's stream it. Yeah. Okay. So this one's called Self-Censored. And it does this. All right. I'm going to play you all out. Take it easy. I think you'll all really like the solo in this song. Actually, I'm going to play it on the 335 because that's what I played the actual solo on. After Troy maybe run a lap of the neighborhood. After like the 17th take, we finally got it. So, all right, this is the full tribute to Lifeson basically that we did. So I'll play it and I'll see you guys on the next one.